Hello everyone, welcome back to the Dyson Sphere program. So I need to work on getting the Space Warper, which should be super easy. All I need to do is make these strange matter things, which I'm making everything except the deuterium, which is also pretty easy. I just have to shove a bunch of hydrogen into the particle accelerator. Yes, the miniature particle collider. Wait, no. Wait, no. Is it this? Wait, frick. It actually says. I think I can do both. Let's see. No, it is the particle collider. Okay. What does this do? What does this do? The fractionator. I know this does something. And I'm fairly certain you can get deuterium from it. Right here. This is what it is. Yes. It's a 1% chance of getting deuterium. That's not that great. Okay, that's what I was thinking of. But I gotta make these frame materials, but I'm not gonna automate them. I'm just gonna craft them in my inventory for now. I'll eventually have to automate them if I want to start making these boyos, these satellite substations, which are just massive power towers that have like a huge area. So, just gotta eventually make those, but for now I'll just make, I don't know, make a few of these miniature particle colliders. 830 seconds. Okay, well, I guess I'll just wait here for a little bit. I gotta figure out what to do. For the hydrogen. So there is, let's see, where, what, and how. There was the fire ice, which is, where the frick? It's a way of making hydrogen right there. So I can make hydrogen and graphene using the fire ice, which what I do is I take the orbital collector and I go slam it on a gas giant. Now, I don't really have these, the accumulators. You need this energy exchanger to be able to energize them. They're pretty much just batteries. So you can kind of I don't know how to actually say that, logisticize. I don't know, you can move power around using items instead of having to create power on each like planet pretty much. So like if I have a system that's making an insane amount of power, complete. I can then do that and transfer those batteries to a different system that maybe isn't making as much, like a planet, and you know, have it discharged into the power network. I never really do it, but it is, I mean, it is a cool idea to allow that. But luckily that graphene from the fire ice I can use for solar sails, and then I can also burn off any extra. It won't give me a lot of power, but it's some, so, you know. Now, these shouldn't be too difficult to make. This, yeah, no, that is super easy, so I'll make some. These aren't bad to make either. It's more of that it's gonna just consume my logistics stations. I mean, I guess I can look and see, have I made any hydrogen? No, I'm consuming it all. Okay. Luckily I do have it separated right here, so what I could do is I could start grabbing it, kind of like I was doing right here, where I'm grabbing it and then it doesn't get backed up. So I'll probably grab it like right here and then just bring as much along as I can and start using it to make my deuterium, so that again, if it gets backed up, it won't back this whole system up. And I mainly am doing that for, I think it's the fuel? Yeah, it's for my fuel, which I actually am making a ton extra of as well, so that should be fine. I also want to get these, the Assembler Mark II, and I actually forgot where I'm building all my freaking buildings. I do that a lot. I forget where I'm building stuff. Right here, okay. So I'll just bring the graphene over. The processors are coming out of there, so yeah, I should have enough. That's unfortunate though, that they're kinda like that. Whatever. Luckily I can take from the second floor. Is it 2 or 3 up? I can't remember. think it's two up. So like if I do this, okay, and then I will make them right here. I'm not being very smart, I guess you could say, with how I'm making stuff right now. Like the organization of everything. But if I'm being honest, I don't really care. I just, like stuff like this, I'm kind of just like, just make it. Like, I don't want to have to worry about anything. Yeah, so I'm now making some deuterium. Deuterium. Pretty nice. I'm just gonna have this one. I mean, I could probably supply more, but I don't really... No, it looks like this thing's keeping up. They seem to be staying, actually. It might not... Actually, no, it's falling behind. So these actually can't even supply one of these. Unless, is there any hydrogen getting past? No. They're all getting powered, right? Yeah, okay. I could also probably add more. You know what I also probably should do? Is this. Bring over my fuel. Attach it to this bad boy. From these guys. And then I'm actually going to bring over all the hydrogen. Like all of it. Because I definitely need to. So these should probably start making me more stuff. There you go. So all of these should be going. And this fuel should stay full. And then I should be consuming, but I should be trying to drag over all of the hydrogen. Let's see, are you getting used up? Yeah, it's filling up more. Okay. Nice. And then I have this bad boy filling up. Cool. So I again need the particle collider, particle accelerator boyo. Kind of just like a fatter version of the oil refinery. So right here, bring you along. I need to also grab some iron and those particle canisters, which I think, is there iron near here? Can you get away from me? Let's see. Do I have iron? Pretty close. Not really. But I do have a lot of plates right here that I am not using. So, and I also upgraded my miners, so now they should be making more iron, like digging up more. Let's see. 39 per minute per vein. It used to be 33, so it's quite a big jump now, actually. Like this was probably 1800 out of all of these, and so now it's probably gonna be closer to like 2000, maybe even more. So I'll hurry and see how much I'm using, if I can add more. Okay, so I can have another 6 with the amount I'm now making. And then these guys, I'm sure this is gonna be more than enough to power one particle collider. Got a bunch of freaking conveyor belts going everywhere, but I got the canister boyos heading over. There we go. Nice. And then I'm fairly certain you just convert those with diamonds. Okay. Luckily, that's not too bad to make. What else do you make? Just these graviton lens. And then the lenses, you just convert them straight into this in the assembler, so. Is this also, no, are you also in the assembler? Yes, okay. So that should be super easy. I just gotta find some coal. I don't know if there's any coal near me. Not really. Oh, wait, there is some right here, and I know I'm not using all of these. Yeah, I'm using like half of them. So,
Flight mode.
For that graphene, start plucking them off and using it to make the lenses, much like I've been doing like the hydrogen and stuff. Okay, so for one of these going, how many? So 6 seconds, so about 40 a minute of the diamonds. And it was, wait, let me look. So 6 seconds one, so 10 a minute on you, and you're making 7.5 minutes. So I'll just have one replicator going. It won't be running at 100%. Okay, what? Oh, frick. I'm having a stroke. It was the lenses. Yes, okay, there we go. Cool. Nice. You guys should be making 30. Yep, okay, good. So that, yeah, that is stockpiling a little bit. Shouldn't be using too much of the graphite. So, but it is going to be using more of this stuff. But That should be fine. So these have multiple uses. When I get solar cells up and going, really any Dyson sphere stuff, you place the ray receiver to actually transmit the power back down to like the planet. And you can put those lenses into this and it increases the efficiency of the power that it gets, which is super nice. And then you turn the lenses also into the space warper, allowing you and the freighters to actually travel to other star systems, which is going to be the only thing I am using these ones for. I will set up some to be mass produced later, but for now I'm just trying to get this because I want to be able to go to different star systems that have resources that this place doesn't have, like the green gem stuff, whatever, the life, life that's, I don't know, freaking know what they're called. Let's look. Where? Right here. Organic crystal. These. You can straight up just mine these. You can find an organic crystal vein, and this just gives you the organic crystal straight out of the vein. So it's super nice. What else? Like these, the magnetite, is that what it's called? No, unipolar magnet. This purple crystal, grading crystal. That's pretty good. And then this stalagmite crystal, super good because you can make the carbon nanotubes. So I won't have to use my graphene for that. I think these also use that, but I don't know. Is there much else like that? I mean, there's fractal silicon that you can find that gets turned straight into the crystal silicon. But other than that, I don't really think there's a ton of different types. Cool. Grab that. Gotta put it in here where right there. It shoves it right there. Sick. So you need one per time, I think. Let's see. Does it say? No, I think it gets used up each time you use it. So if you're going to go somewhere and you want to come back, you need to have two. So yeah, and I'm fairly certain if you die, I think you might spawn on this planet. Maybe. I don't know. So if you can find a way to kill yourself if you get stuck, then that's probably the only way to get back. But I'm going to take some extra of you. How? Oh, I can actually put you guys in there. Just take a few extra. Now, I should actually also upgrade. Can I upgrade you? No. Of all planetary systems, this within 6 layers. This actually, I think, was reduced. I think that was reduced because I swear it was more than that. Okay, but can I upgrade anything? I guess I can upgrade you. So that'll be even better research speed. Probably want to do that. Probably also do that. And then I'll just have some of these going while I wait. If I can even do any of them. Ooh, that'll be nice. You need the unipolar magnets for that one. What are you? Crystal explosive unit. You know, I don't need that. Do not need it. Okay, and I can also queue you, which is good. That is, okay, yeah. I have not gotten quantum processor yet. Quantum chemical plant, sure. Why not? Let's just have all these going while I'm gone. Okay, so I should be able to now click on some of these. Like this. How far away are you? 2 light years, yeah. So things... That's really the furthest I can look. Can I turn? There we go. Do you? Has to be within that. Ooh, that doesn't leave me a ton. That's like 4 or 5 I can go to. That's actually not a lot. Okay. Ooh, this one has mineable fire ice. That actually might be really good. Doesn't have anything else though. It apparently has a deuterium that I can 0.04 a second. I don't really know what, if that means I can do stuff. Let's see. Kimberlite ore, CO2 rich conditions, smelting it yield diamonds. Okay. Sulfuric acid oceans. That's insane as well. I forgot you can get that stuff. I'm fairly certain you put like the water pump thing in and then it just pumps out sulfuric acid. So that's amazing. That'll probably turn into something that I use. Let's see, distance. That is, that's 6 light years away. I should be able to look at it. That one's basic. But you, okay. This is probably where I'm going to go. I'll look around. I'm just going to mark it just so I don't forget. But this guy has the grading crystal and fire ice, and I want both of those. So that'll be pretty cool. The only thing that it could do as well that would be better is like a sulfuric ocean. Okay, well, I guess I'm going to Beta Sextantis. It's kind of an interesting name, I guess. Cool, okay. Do that, I just hold the caps. And then you warp. I think you might just have to tap it. I don't think you actually have to hold it. And you can turn in this, so let's go to this planet first. Why not? Okay. Just land on it. Is this the fire ice planet? I think so. Yeah, here's the fire ice. Wait, no, it's that right there. This is not fire ice. They're just weird looking rocks. Cool. Nice. Well, this is gonna be pretty nice, and there's some fire ice right there. Cool, cool, cool. Would be sick. Let's see. This planet, it does not have the grading crystal, so that's kind of unfortunate. But this is like all the fire ice. Where's the fire ice? Am I stupid? Right here. 81. So there's 4 veins of like 20. There should be like a vein of 19 somewhere. Or maybe it would be 20 as well. And 2, 3, and 4. Right next to me. Sick. Okay. And then let's look and see if the other planets have. Oh, so this is next to a gas giant. Okay, so there's only one other planet. And you have the grading crystal, right? Yeah. Do you also have fire ice? You also have fire ice. Not much, though. Cool. So I probably should have thought this through as well. I didn't bring any power buildings with me. This has a little bit of wind. So I guess maybe the wind turbine would be smarter than the solar panels. Because all I'm really going to have to power is... what's it called? The miners, and then... Maybe no, I won't process it here. I'll take it back, and then I'd have to power the interstellar whatever station, the logistics station thing. I guess I can look how much. Okay, so I have a few thermal power plants. I guess, I mean, there's some coal. That's all that's here though. I guess I could turn that into some power real quick. Then there's some fire ice around it. Flight mode. Okay. Luckily, I do have a few of you, so I will split that. Okay, one of those is enough to power. That's good. Cool. Just gonna use the rest of these. Now, sadly, I didn't actually automate like the wind turbines or anything. I probably should, because they're not that hard to do. So, I like to automate them. Okay. Yeah, this should honestly be more than enough. I don't think I'll ever have to worry about power on this planet. So right here, I'm just gonna start grabbing as much as I can. Cool. Now, I don't have any freighters. I'll probably have to fly back here and put some freighters in here. But for now, this guy's fine. How many power? I don't have much thermal power plants left. So I'm gonna go back. I have a ton of solar panels on me, but I'm not gonna use them for this planet. Because right now I'm trying to mass produce solar cells. That's kind of why I really want those to the crystals in the fire ice, because these give me graphene. And then it's pretty easy to make these photon combiners with those crystals. Because you usually use prisms, which aren't that hard to make, but if I can just get the crystals instead, then that becomes just the easiest thing on the planet. And I mean, I could honestly do that here with the amount of this stuff that's here. I could make a ton of solar cells here, which that might be smarter, and then just ship the solar cells back. That's probably what I'll do. Yeah. Also, I'm running out of power. Of course I am. Why am I running out of power? Guessing it's because you freaking drained everything. Okay, maybe I do need to place these solar panels down. Okay, yeah, I think I might just do solar panels because I am mass reducing these, so I'll just do a ton of them. Because I can just make like a freaking like 10 different rows of them and just, you know, have to deal with it. So you're actually pretty slow, so I'm actually gonna cut you off. And have you also go in right there. Okay. Well, I guess I'm gonna head back, and then I'm gonna grab a bunch of stuff. I'm gonna start putting those warp boyos into the what's it called?
Warp engine
I always forget what they're called. The interstellar thing. Can I get rid of this, please? There you go. The interstellar logistics station thing. Gonna put the warp boils in that, and then yeah, it should be good. Oh wait, no, I forgot. I'm not doing that yet. I forgot. I'm gonna yes. I'm just gonna mass produce the solar cells on that planet and then bring them back here. Yes. Okay. That is way smarter to do that, because then I won't have two things coming back. I'll have one thing that I can kind of like possibly double up on. Oh wait, I flew past it. Wasn't paying attention. All right, I placed down a ton of solar panels. I still have a decent amount, not a lot, and now I'm making a ton of power, more than I probably will need. Maybe, I don't know. I might make a ton, use a ton of power, but shouldn't be an issue, I hope. And I'm definitely gonna do what I was saying, where I'm gonna make the solar cells on this planet and then just fly them back to my home planet, and I gotta see how insane this is gonna be. So, okay. So I definitely want to burn up all this hydrogen. There is titanium here, I think. Yeah, there's titanium here. So what I could do, I could make these hydrogen fuel rods and use that as power. I don't know. Or I could just run them through. Yeah, that's what I might do. Might run the hydrogen just through the particle collider thing. Just make a ton of deuterium. And then I guess I can just burn the deuterium off, because it has the same exact energy. No, I'll just burn the hydrogen. If it starts to become an issue, hopefully it won't, but if it does, I'll have to figure out, so what exactly do you make that would be worth making more of? I guess these. I could start making the Casimir crystals, but I don't have this titanium glass yet. It's not hard. I could make it on this planet. This planet has water. I've gotten rid of some of the water, but there should still be a little bit left. Yeah, there's a little pool right there. Is there regular stone? There is regular stone and titanium. So, I mean, I could also start making these, the plane filter, and then you can get all the way up to, I guess, yeah, it'll be the plane filter. And I think this is used for the quantum processor. So that'll be pretty nice. So yeah, I actually might spend a lot of time on this planet, or at least this star system. So I might even actually launch some of the solar sails here as well. That probably would be smart. And I might set up a separate interstellar thing and start building more buildings here just from scratch, and then have them be sent to another planet. But I'm not gonna pull them out into like an actual storage bin. I'll just leave them into the logistics station, and I might even do that to this planet, like bring the ones I'm building on my starting planet to here. I might honestly just rename these so that I can, because I don't know the name. It's like it's Kappa Crateris. Can I rename these? Am I allowed to? Yes, I am. Kappa Crateris. I don't know. I'll just name it Earth, because I think what it does, so Earth, I'm fairly certain it'll now be like, yeah, Earth, just all Earth. So you'll be Earth. I'll name this place Mars. Like, I'm just gonna name them the planets, even though it's, they're actual star systems, and then within said star systems they'll just be named basic stuff like that. But it'll just make it easier, because then I can actually start using the names and stuff. But so this place, I'm gonna have to pull them back out of this thing. Because I think I'm going to bring them to this planet because this planet's closer. So the solar panels will be better on this planet than the other one. But the other one, the only thing I'm really wanting is that crystal stuff. There's a little bit of fire ice. I'll bring that over here. And then that's pretty much it. Okay, yeah. This planet's actually super nice. A lot of silicon. There's barely any copper. So if I need copper, I'm going to have to bring it over. But the other planet has a decent amount of iron as well. So I might have to... It has a little bit of iron. I might just bring the copper over. There's like little to no coal here though. So like these are the only 4 veins on this planet. So gonna have to be careful about that. But everything else should be fine. So I guess I'll go ahead and start, you know, processing the fire ice. I'll head over to that other planet. I'll go back, get a ton of solar panels, slam them all down over there. I'll probably make some more of these thermal power plants as well. And then I can power some of the stuff. I might even process the fire ice that's on that other planet and then burn the hydrogen there just as a start. And then bring the graphing here. And then I will be able to start making, what was it? I'm having a stroke. The solar sails. Well, I gotta also make these, but those are gonna be super easy with that crystal. And then I'll definitely look into making this, which I most likely will be making this here because that hydrogen, consuming that amount of hydrogen is gonna be pretty nice. And I just gotta make these eventually, so might as well make them right now. All right, I have made me a ton of the cannons, these EM rail ejectors, and then made some of the ray receivers so I can actually receive the power from my solar sails. I've also upgraded them a little bit using the DL research. Got to the solar cell life 4. I don't know how long this makes it. Can I actually see? I don't have any solar cells on me. Does it say 2,700 seconds? How many minutes is that? Is it like 12 minutes? 120 minutes? Is it 120 minutes? Yeah, it's 120 minutes. That's pretty long. That's quite a long time. I'm making a ton of these on the in the old other star system, Mars. So right here, I feel like is a good area. Let me actually look and see. Yeah, I'm not gonna be blocking anything off. I also am switching to the pile sorters because they're faster than the Mark IIIs. Actually, they're technically like Mark IVs, and they stack stuff. So they you know, if I have something that's making more than 1,800 a minute, I can stack them, and then I can fill conveyor belt with way more stuff. And I think I'm just making them over here. They weren't hard to make. Right here. Okay, something like that. That should be good. And I'm actually gonna make this a blueprint. Ooh, apparently I already had a solar cell one. Oh yeah. Nope, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna do how I was doing it, which is this way. I feel like this should be fine. Gotta figure out how close I can get them. That's how close I can get them. Now, obviously, there's gonna be some overlap with this. Like, I could, if I really wanted to be as efficient as possible, I probably didn't. Like, I could power these two with this one type of thing. And have it, like, every kind of, like, third row. But that should be fine. Now, all I need to do is bring the solar cells over here. I guess I also need to actually make the, whatever it's called, the blueprint for it. Oh, I accidentally... Oh, these are going forward. I just realized that. Let me hurry and redo that. I just realized since the right side is offset a little bit, and I was lining up the left side with it, they're kind of slowly going forward. I don't really want that. I want them all to be pretty lined up. Okay, so I got to look at this. So edit the orbit. Okay, so it doesn't have anything. I gotta remember how to do this. Okay, how do I... Okay, so I know there's like presets. So I guess I'll just do one for now. I mean, there's not really much I can do. Add orbit. Let's see. Let's do 90 degrees. Is this? Yeah, I mean, that doesn't really matter. How big? Too close to planetary orbit? Oh, okay, I get it. I'm gonna have it pretty close. Like that. Create. Yeah, okay. So you're set to 2. There we go. If I do that, can I copy the settings? I can. Okay. I am going to do none, though. Because I want to get them all loaded up, and then I'll quickly copy the settings to all of them. These might be fast enough, but I'm going to get them closer. I'm sure they are fast enough, but I mean, I can get these conveyor belts right there. There we go. That'll be way quicker. Then I'm going to immediately actually place down some of these receivers. And they're kind of like solar panels where they need to be pointed at the thing. So I will kind of dot these around the equator. But for now, I'm just going to slap one right here. And those entrances on the sides is where you put the lens.
It can receive high-energy rays from the Dyson sphere and directly transmit them into the power grid.
Yep, I know.
However, due to limited receiving efficiency, the ray receiver will request greater input power than the actual output. You can improve the receiving efficiency by continuously running it or upgrading technologies.
I think I've already upgraded a decent amount. Let's see. Yeah, ray transmission efficiency. I think at this point it should be pretty efficient. I'll still queue up those, but I think right now it should be decently efficient. Solar sail attack speed. Oh, that's for the fighting. Don't need that. But yeah. So now all I have to do is launch these, which these might not even start shooting because of the, okay, well, I'm gonna wait until I freaking the planet rotates back around. Okay, here we go. Now I can start pasting them all. Far away. There we go. Nice. Can I see him from here? Kind of can see him sparking on the side right there. Okay, I doubt you're gonna be making much. I know the longer this just goes, the better. I wonder. Let me try something. Let me test something out. I'll come all the way up here to the pole. I think I did this on a planet. I think this planet's pretty like has a straight up and down like pole. So I don't think it's like the poles are tilted. Could be wrong though. So if I did that. Okay. So this one might be very efficient then. Because it might just always get the sunlight. Not the sunlight, the receiving from the rays, but since it's not pointed directly, it might not get the best. So but now I can look and see all the solar sails. Kind of sick. So these should stay for 2 hours.
And a Dyson swarm has formed around the star. You should be able to see it clearly now. The Dyson swarm can constantly generate electricity. You need to build a ray receiver to obtain this energy. Every ejected solar sail has a regular service life. Keep ejecting solar sails to maintain the power output of the Dyson swarm.
Yeah, I know. So I think this is the grid load. I think that means that it's using more power. Unless is it straight up? No, it's that. Okay, never mind. I'm just being stupid. But where does it say requested power? Okay. Okay, I'm having a stroke trying to figure out how much Dyson sphere status. Okay. Total power requested and total power generation. Okay. Okay. So this is the power that it's consuming, and this is the power it's putting out, which is about 50%. Right? So it's not that good. And it's, you know, because the receiving is going to drop down. You know, it's not the greatest. Also, I can generate photons. I forgot that you can do that. Photon generation, which I think I do need the lenses for that. Doesn't look like I'm making these fast enough either, which I guess I did kind of plan on that happening. See, I'm actually not gonna have that dude down there. I'm gonna have them all up here. I know the graviton lens makes these so much better. Okay, let's see. Oh, so every time I add these, it does actually increase the amount of power I'm making. Even though, okay, so I think I have it wrong. I thought this was the amount of power it's making, or taking, like using. It's like it's using 18 megawatts and then it's only outputting 11. But I think that's incorrect. I think it's this right here. The 64. No, because I just added like 4 and it only went up by a little bit. Okay, well, let's see. Oh, right here, yeah, so 11.2. So yeah, the output is like that. Yeah, okay. So I was correct about that. Then how much is it? Because it was mentioning that it uses power. I don't know. Obviously, it's making more than it's using at this point, so it doesn't really matter. Well, I guess I probably should do the math. So about 495. It says when I add a new one, it's adding almost 4. So if it gets to about 500, if this, oh no, it's gonna go above 500 without me doing anything. I guess I can kind of watch it when I click it down. And it did actually drop a little bit. It was at 499 and it's kind of dropping now. Okay, I think that's enough for now. That's the thing. These should hit 100% ray efficiency, I think. I don't know if this will actually hit 100%. Increase by upgrading technologies or continuous work. So yeah. So this will probably eventually hit 100 because I don't think any of these are going to turn off. Like the one like right here. If this one turns off, then I'll probably get rid of the outside ones. But if this guy never turns off, then we should be golden. Yeah, no. It's not turning off. That's good. That is good. The only crappy thing is when I get eclipsed by this freaking fatty, which I think can happen. Oh yeah, 100% can happen. When that inevitably happens, then I might get boned, but you know. Ooh, why did these just suddenly drop? Oh, was it? Wait, what? Wait, what? Why did they suddenly drop? It is dropping like... Why is it dropping? If I have too many, does it not like that? Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Okay, okay. Yeah, okay. So I can't have too many of these. I guess it makes sense. Yes, Dyson sphere status, I guess total power requested and total power generation. So if I'm requesting more power than it's generating, then I have issues. Yes. Right here indicates, let's see. If the Dyson sphere's power is insufficient, the distributed power will be lower than the requested power. Right? Okay. The requested power from the Dyson sphere will be higher than the rated output power of the receiver due to rate. Yep. Okay. So yeah. Assuming that means that it doesn't like it when I'm requesting more than it's outputting. That makes sense. That makes sense. That just looks amazing. Now, can I actually look and see how many solar cells I have active somewhere? Dyson sphere, right here. Production rate 212. Terra star cluster. Because I'm making them in the Mars system, so I don't really know. So I have 4,100 right now. They're outputting 150 megawatts. It's not bad. I think I'm only collecting like... I can look. 147. Is it gonna go over? It better not. Oh no, it might. Yep, right there. And if I look, does it start dropping? I mean, it might also... No, it is going over. Okay. Well, let's just get rid of the outside ones. That's the thing. If they can last 2 hours, my solar sails, like that's insane. Like they haven't been up there for long, and I already have 4,100. Like I could get close to like having 15,000 up there, and I'm trying to add another 900 seconds. So you know, quite a bit. Yeah, well, things should be going smoothly for everything. I think, yeah, I think I'm gonna shift all this stuff kind of more over here, and then I'm gonna add more of these real quick. Okay, I made a lot more of the or placed down a lot more of the cannon boyos, and now I think I have like close to 70 now down. So these two rows up here, when the sun is like directly above, they won't shoot. So I got rid of the row I added right here, like all of them. And then I added these boyos. Decided I was gonna go all the way up here, but the pattern, the blueprint that I have, doesn't really work because it gets too skinny up here, like the grid. So I just moved it to right here. Now I should be making insane amounts of power. Let's see. Yeah, I'm already at 11,000. And it's generating 400 freaking megawatts. That's insane. Yeah, so I can, again, place these boils. Why are you... I don't understand why. I'll just add a ton of these guys, see what happens. This shouldn't cause any issues. If anything, this should be good. Yeah, see, now it's turning blue. Yeah, well, I think I'm gonna leave it there. So, got quite a bit done, so I have a lot to do. I definitely need to start making these gravity matrix boyos. And there was another star system I found with the stalagmite crystal stuff. And it's on the opposite side of the Mars system. So I might go and grab them, but I might just wait until after I get these gravity matrix boils up and going, because once I do that, and if I get them like just absolutely being mass produced, I can make those the warp thingies with them. Then I can also start getting these extra technologies, and then I can upgrade my warp drive to where I can go further, and then I can also upgrade the amount of power I have. So that'll be nice. And then this is the thing I want, because then I can go into this map and I can see every single star system, not just ones that are within 6 light years away. But I'm fairly certain it's this right here, Gamma Doris or something like that. I think it's this one, but I have to be at the Mars one to be able to see it. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one.